What it do, what it do, what it do. It is the one and only. You already know. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell. You be left in the loop every time your boy drop the work, you feel me. Shout out to the black YouTube out there. Big Brother Ticket TV, Carcino, Kwame Brown, the league attorney, J.R. Wisdom, Mr. Palmer, Too Raw for Sports, Too Raw for TV, kicking with Mr. Moss, LC, Predator Catcher, J.D. Black, Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson, ISUPK, holding it down, dog pound. Holding it down. You already know the black YouTube out there representing, doing what it do. Because guess what? Ain't nobody gonna do it for us. You know what I'm saying? 24/7, maybe 24/8. We just make an extra day doing this thing. We make it look so easy. Water off a duck's back. Do you hear me? Organically out the mud. We gonna get that thing. We gonna get that thing. You know why? Who gonna do it for you? Keith Sweating them said, nobody. What's up, what's up, what's up, people? This is the one and only as a car. You know the business. Bringing flame, you already know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, man. So let's get into it. You know, some people believe in, sweeping things up under the rug, covering up the crime. And, some people just don't like exposure. Well, it took some researchers here in Nashville, Tennessee, the Hermitage area, to be exact, talking about Hermitage past, its involvement due to descendants of slavery, and Andrew Jackson. This is some things people don't like to talk about, but it's just the truth. It's almost common sense, But this is knowledge that a lot of people are unaware of, especially in detail. What I received with this little news article that I received. But I find it interesting. I find it real interesting that people don't like to talk about the strength, the ongoing endurance, the positive and the negative. And that's just the black man in the hells of North America and the black woman. Positive is that things are real. And past, it is what it is. It was a past. And it's something you can't sweep up under the rug. And the negative is, on my end, my people like to sweep things up under the rug and make a creative narrative to slavery wasn't that bad, or it didn't exist. I had a guy at my job one time to sit there and say slavery wasn't that bad, Boy, I almost killed him with my damn hands. You hear me? Boy, I tell you, man. But, people don't like to talk about things that happened in the past, but shit happened. It's real. It's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Can't sugarcoat it at all. So I find it interesting that, people taking doing their time and their journalistic skills, as I would say, and doing their research in detail, and even finding out that they have records. They have records. I was also informed a long time ago that John Hawkins even had a log on the slave ship called Jesus, and let him know when we first touched down, or the so-called the Muslims in Africa coming to build this place up. They recorded a log of such. the slaves coming in. Who built, well, you know, that's another story. But it lets you know, black people, we have a lot to be proud of. It's in the negative, it's in the positive too, because look where we at. I don't think any other race of people could have survived what we did. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. But so, check out this video, and we're going to cook when we get back on Musa Azakar TV.
I want to hear shit from you talking about you being broke. If you're not working in 60 hours minimum a week that you're getting paid for, turn off YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and get your ass out there. Go down there and work at McDonald's, Circle K, get you a job. I don't care about your pride. You can't be proud and broke at the same time. Go work, and work, and then you take that money you make from your part-time job, invest some of it, invest most and take half of it, invest it to your future. The other 50%, the other percentage, take some, have some fun, go buy your belt, then invest in self-improvement. Get you a high-income skill. Get you something that's going to give you high-value skills that you can market on, that you can leverage on the marketplace. Whether you're working in corporate America or whether you're going to be doing your own entrepreneurial thing in the future. But men, if you're working, the harder you work, the luckier you get, the more exposure you get.
Decades of searching, researchers hit a significant discovery at President Andrew Jackson's property, the Hermitage. As News 2's Kendall Ashman reports, experts found what they believe are 28 graves belonging to slaves.
This is the field quarter, and this is where most of the slaves who worked as field hands lived.
Tony Guzzi takes us on a private tour on President Andrew Jackson's 1,000-acre property, showing us where enslaved people both worked and lived on the Hermitage.
At its height, there were 170 slaves living on the property, and that was shortly after Jackson died. When Jackson died, there were 150. When he moved here, he owned 9 slaves.
Tony says many enslaved people lived on the property until the end of the Civil War.
We know from our records that there were 26 deaths that were recorded.
After decades of searching where those people were possibly buried, archaeological and historical experts determined this to be the area.
The challenge in finding this cemetery was that the area where it is was completely overgrown.
Tony says it was 2 unnaturally placed pieces of limestone that archaeologists found and led them to believe they were used as headstones.
This is the most prominent of the original headstones.
He says ground-penetrating radar imaging then indicated potential grave sites. Tony says this is a significant discovery after searching for decades.
This site here really connects you to the fact that slavery was real. It was real here at the Hermitage. And this is the place where those who died here were buried.
And the Andrew Jackson Foundation did create an advisory board which includes descendants of enslaved people who lived at the Hermitage on how to best move forward. Well, today is the first day visitors can visit the cemetery on the property. The location has been securely fenced off. Now, beginning on Monday, a tour will incorporate a visit to the cemetery. Mark.
Yeah, it's a real thing, you know. And my man showed news too where enslaved people both worked and lived in Hermitage. And he said at the height it was 170 slaves living on the property. That was shortly after Jackson died. He said many enslaved people lived on the property to the end of the Civil War. We know from our records there were 26 deaths recorded. And ain't no telling what that was. It could have been made some examples out there on the field where black people, they goddamn it said fuck it, was ready to die. You don't know. You don't know, man. Hey, boy, they was something awful back then, man. I'm just saying, man. After decades of searching for where those people were possibly buried, and archaeologists and historical experts determined an area within a 0.83 acre site on Hermitage property. Goodness. The challenge is finding where the cemetery and then where the area is completely overgrown. And December 11 was the first day visitors could visit the cemetery on the property. The location has been securely fenced off. Beginning December the 16th, a tour will incorporate a visit to the cemetery. Well, there you have it. Oh man, there you have it. Wow, man, and like I said, some of my people, they say nigga in front of white people like it's nothing. And this is what the slave masters called their grandfathers, their mothers, their great grandmothers, some their mothers, hanging them, cutting babies out their stomach, strange fruit, you know, making examples of it, beheading. I mean, boy, we faced a lot. We still here. Still here as a people, man. That's why we gotta learn how to, first of all, we need to get like-minded people together. That's just my opinion. And start doing us. Oh, we can all hold hands. I mean, yeah, that's good now if you want to. But it really ain't worked out. It really ain't worked out. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to do business with black folk. It's hard. It's hard as hell. Because, first of all, we always trying to one-up each other. That's why I say it's very vital you gotta give individuals the same mindset. Not just because of the color of the skin. Same skin folk, what? Not kinfolk. Real talk. Real talk. But it's your boy Moose. Just drop a little game, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. About the High Grease people.
You've kind of lost your mind, and people don't know if it's...
Well, not necessarily. I lost my mind for coming to talk to the guy that himself off for letting everybody his wife. But...
I'm just